G'day guys, welcome to Ask Woodford. My name is Christian Woodford. Now, Ask Woodford is all about you. Yes, this is all about answering your questions as it pertains to training, athlete development, injury reduction, rehab, or even life. We want to help everyone, and that comes from coaches, athletes, to the general population trainer, whoever it is. We also want to thank our sponsor, macironfitness.com.au. Mac Iron Fitness is the premium supplier of all bands, rollers, and massage therapy balls for Woodford Sports Science Consulting. So sit back and enjoy the Ask Woodford show.
The Ask Woodford podcast, we are back, episode 11, guys. So much good shit to talk about. Questions, Donnie, and more Donnie to talk about. Before we ask questions, I wanted to bring up, we just chatted with Donnie, the man. Spin that shit, man. And he was playing beach volleyball. He tore his ACL, his MCL.
Let's just say he fucked his whole knee.
Lateral meniscus. He fucked his knee, right? Now? He's done no rehab.
Spin that shit, man.
What's your thoughts on... And then he's gone to try to do a jump and he's fucking torn his quad.
Okay, what's my thoughts on the whole thing? He's an idiot.
Okay.
I love you, Donnie, but an absolute fucking moron. What kind of guy, this is serious, goes from zero training, fucked ACL, and he knows it, and then tries to do tuck jumps to a weight plate that wasn't small. He put 6 plates on top and then tried that.
Never jumped before.
Never jumped before, but also... it's a skill, and he went from 0 to 100. That's like doing this, Donnie. That's like someone who's never lifted before coming into Woodford and going, oh, okay, I'll just put 150 kilos on the bar and try and squat it. Well done, Donnie. Donnie actually comes from a smart family. His brother's quite educated. Well done, Donnie. You fucked the Bootsiotis name, or the Fasulio, or the Charlie Anastasia.
Jamie Smith.
Look at him. He loves this. Why are you laughing at Jamie Smith's too boring. You've got to have a good name, like a name like Bootsiotis, Charlie Anastasia, or Didier Fasulio.
How are you?
What's your thoughts, Brig? You haven't fucking said much. All I've heard is a fucking giggle out of you.
Man, I've been fucking shit, mate. I've had listening to this shit, mate.
What a start to an episode. We went from Donnie to that.
I'm interested in Woody. Like, you gotta come down to culture.
Yeah, culture. Yep.
We're gonna do a session next week at Culture.
Well, I'm gonna pull. I'll pull this serious. We'll pull 210, 220 at Culture. Yeah. Yep. Once I've done that, I'll be probably. I want to pull. I can try for 2. I reckon we leave some room in the tank, Chris. I reckon we go for a 210. And then hold, and then go all out. We'll start 200 on the day, hit a 200, hit a 220, and then go for the Hail Mary of 250.
And just fucking
absolute Hail Mary.
Oh, look.
I reckon.
What's your PB?
252.
See,
okay, let's go for 253.
I was going to say, like 255.
What my thoughts were was... First,
Hail Mary.
Because Woody's got a lot of energy, but maybe the volume of it may not be there. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is...
I've got no work capacity, zero.
So capacity-wise, maybe not. So Woody can G up and he will just give you the best thing. So what my thoughts are is attempt 1, we go pretty fucking hard. Attempt 2...
look.
Attempt 2... Wait,
geez.
no.
I don't want to bomb out.
Listen. Attempt 2, we PB.
I don't really want to...
Attempt 3... we just go for something absolutely fucking stupid.
Hail Mary. Hail Mary.
Send a message
I reckon we start 210, then we go 230, and then we sit at 260.
Big work.
Can we just throw something stupid on the bar?
Do you know what I was going to do? Do you know what I was going to do as a joke? As an absolute joke. I haven't told anyone this. I haven't told you this. I was going to woke up for my first attempt, put 280 on the bar and see what happened. How stupid would that be? Can you imagine that? Woodford trying 280 and then Anastasia being like, what the fuck? Because it'd fuck him in the head, wouldn't it? It'd fuck everyone. Everyone would be like, Woodford up for 280, and then I'd walk up to the bar and then go, nah.
Can you go back down? We can't go back down.
Can you go back down? Are you serious? My actual idea, I haven't told him this, my idea was to go start at 250 and have a crack. You know that, Brick? Just have a dip. Have a good dip.
If we had a couple more weeks, I reckon...
the way I was tracking...
One attempt of everything. We just go one attempt of bench,
the way I was tracking, I would have hit, if we had another 4 weeks of this, I would have upped the gear significantly again and then have an absolute dip. I was going to add in a few more compounds to see where I could go, but then it would fuck my cardiovascular system up. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just stick on the test and see where we go with it.
Now, on that point, snip this, Donnie. If you want to understand how Woody is going to smash the push-pull
this is
run,
really good.
Woody and I are going to sit down together. We're going to create an intense video with Donnie.
What happens if I come last?
No, we can't do that.
Where am I in this?
You're not in it.
Now,
But what happens if I don't do... Oh, who cares? We'll sell it
can't
anyway.
sit
It's
down.
good application. We go.
good.
I'm back again. If you want to see how Woody's going to smash the push-pull run and the development we
Stop
get
saying
across
smash,
blocks...
just do well.
and
Don't
do
say
well.
smash.
If you want to see how Woody does well across the push-pull run and the blocks and the key principles
Yeah, good.
implemented...
I like that.
And each phase and how we regulate it for Christian to go send it at the push-pull run, send it. We're going to make some videos. We're going to talk about
We're
it.
actually going to sit down and do a
We're going
2-hour
to
video
sell
on
it,
this.
and
We're
you're
just
going to
sell
get an in-depth experience on how we did it, his process,
I hope
and
I
taking
win.
the program
I really
home.
do hope I win then, because then it'd be a lot easier to sell than Woodford came last. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine that. We're selling it. Woodford, where did he come? Last. But you know what?
You improved, though. That's what fucking
That's the
matters.
main thing. You know what? I've improved. And you know what's crazy? I'm really beating this dickhead, and he's trained for 2 years, like 4 years, 5 years. Oh, if everyone out there, you know what I'm saying to Charlie Anastusios? I'm saying this to him. You've been trained for a powerlifter how long? Oh, what's that? I've literally been trained for 8 weeks, powerlifter, and I'm probably going to beat you because of my weight. Think about it. My weight is, I'm being serious, I'm 90, he's 15 kilos heavier than me. Relative strength is so facto, I'm stronger than you.
There's too much dramas going. Now, Woody, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring it back down here. Okay. So, what if you're thinking of hitting big numbers?
Yeah.
Now we've got to keep with the bench. Remember, pause on the bench.
No, I'm not pausing. I'm not doing that.
Dad's got to remember, lock it out.
Hey,
Don't drop
Dad's-
it. Don't drop it from the top.
But
Drop it
that's
from the top.
bullshit.
Bench will just fucking go on that. I don't care. Bench will just do
We
what
don't
we
care
do.
about bench, do we?
No,
We don't
we're
care.
going to fucking send the deadlift and we're going to send the fucking
What-
run.
We're going to send the deadlift and the run. That's all we care
What I
about.
do like though is the fact that you're training consistently. I reckon it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
The fact that
man, thank you. I do
you're giving
appreciate
it a
that
fucking
love.
crack.
I'm giving it a crack.
Well,
Hey.
rate it highly, like because before it was just like sporadic training.
I was just
Now-
getting bored.
Yeah, and you got time
Like
to
you,
like
what
it.
you said. You just
Yeah.
get bored. You can't be bothered.
Because shit-
I've been doing this since I was a kid, bro. This is my job. That's another
Yeah.
issue which we talk about. It's our job, and you kind of get bored of doing it. I'm like, fuck this,
You and
shooting.
Jay Smith had the same things. and
Bro,
the fact that you both- you
Jamie,
both for
exactly.
loving it. You both for loving it. So it's
How's
fucking
Jamie
awesome.
going? Good.
So-
Yeah, he's like me. We actually talk like how
Yeah.
you just get over it. Like I understand where you're coming from, Donnie. You kind of get when you're not playing sport. I played sport for so long, so I trained for sport. With lifting, I only lift for two reasons. I used to only lift for one reason: chicks. I'm being honest. I only used to look for my aesthetics because I'm ego. But now I live for two reasons. Seriously, my mental health. Most important thing is my mental health and keeping myself mentally healthy. The second thing is aesthetics because I want to look good and you want to feel good. You want to be strong, but you don't want to be one of those guys who look like Tarzan but perform like Jane. Like I want to still be strong and look athletic. But I don't want to walk up the stairs like a bodybuilder and be fucking gassed or a powerlifter. No offense, Brick.
No, that's all right.
you
Well, that's
feel
where hybrid
good.
training comes in very nicely.
Hybrid training.
Yeah, bro. Hybrid train number one.
So,
you want to feel good.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I'm going to have a crack. And listen, for everyone out there, what we're selling is it's going to be real in depth. It's going to justify not only just the performance science behind it, but also the art in the real world. We're going to break down the principles that we use to structure the program from the push pull run. So the 1 RM deadlift, 1 RM bench, 1 RM deadlift, and 1 mile run, 1.6 kilometer run. We're going to show you each phase over 8 weeks, how we programmed, how we justified using science and art in the real world. It's a must get for all coaches who want to understand programming and lift the veil about a program in the real world, which most people don't give you. We are going to tell you. We've got no secrets. We're not going to hide anything. We're going to go out there. We're going to sit down with Donnie for 2 hours. We're going to go over it. And we're going to discuss it. So, Ask Woodford episode 11 we're in right now.
Yep.
So let's get this going. Let's hit it. And by the way, a bit of shit talk at the start's always good. And always, as always, thank you, Donnie, for coming on board and helping us out. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Don.
Bootsiotis, thank you very much. And by the way, I know it's Buzziotis, you fuckwit prick.
Now,
Why do you laugh at that prick?
he loves it.
And by the way, for everyone out there, this is for, I need to be honest about this.
Yeah.
Stop messaging Charlie or me saying, is this serious? If you honestly believe it's serious, get your fucking head checked. It's just taking the piss out of the
We're
whole
all
thing.
just friends.
Yeah.
People
We're all
messaging
friends.
Charlie being like, is he being serious? Yeah, I am. I'm going to kick the shit out of him, but in a non-serious way. If you honestly believe that him and I don't like each other, there's something wrong with you. It's just a G up from Donnie. Jamie Buzziotis. And by the way, I love Jamie because he gets behind me and says, I got that dog in me. Do you know what? He's right.
We love
Let's
that.
hit that
We love
question.
it.
We love
Now,
it.
Questions as per the usual. A great one from Mr. Woody's client.
Wait. I want to ask. So, the
Oh,
elephant-
shit.
The elephant in the room is the man's got crutches.
Oh, do it? No,
man-
he doesn't
man's
need it.
good
He said,
thing.
who cares? Let's just go on.
Hey, I want to. People would ask.
Dirk, what did you do to your
happened?
knee?
Are you okay?
Hurry up. Give us a Cliff Notes. We don't have long.
Yes.
Cliff Notes.
Cliff notes, bucket handle meniscus tear. When you do that, it flips over on itself. Got tackled by a big fucking cunt, 120 kilos in soccer. He was massive.
Shit.
But mate, we're doing well, bro. Week post surgery, easy in, quick out, man. Like quick in, quick out, and now leg extension's looking good, and we're fucking progressing. So
Okay,
smooth
perfect. Great.
transition.
I'm so glad we talked about this. Let's move on.
Oh, I've got to ask.
But we want to talk about sport too. Let's go. Come on.
Also, when Dirk comes back to fucking lifting, wait and see.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Big Dirk.
Wait and
They're
see.
paying on
Wait,
it
by the
now.
way,
Next push pull run.
Oh, hey, legit though.
Legit though.
I love that.
Legit
Right,
though.
and by the
I'll be
way,
beating everyone.
all right, Dirk, so you're injured, you're uninjured, let's do it. It wasn't a big injury for him. We're happy. Let's move on. Let's get it.
All right,
You really
now
have to fuck this up, don't you?
first question by Mr. Cott.
Cotts.
Mr. Cott, Jaden Cott, Woody's client for a long time.
Cott, man.
I
his
mentor him, but anyway.
mentoring, coached him, helped him with his calf rehab.
Good man, good man.
Now,
I've
he
got him
said-
back. Like all athletes got him back.
He said,
Swish.
He said here,
Swish.
it's a bit of a big message, but he said, I've been mentored by Woody,
I
yourself,
just literally said that as well.
yourself and Dirk, etc., over the years training rehab at Woodford's. What I want to know now, other than actually coaching clients, is for it needs to get better at spelling. Is for coaches / athletes who can't get in with another coach to be mentored in person. What other good ways do you lads suggest to continue to level yourself up as a coach?
Mate, I could not understand a word.
I know.
Rest.
Okay,
You-
wait.
You worded that so
I know the
poorly.
Wood loves guys like DeFranco, but I would love to hear any gems. Okay, so what he wants to know is if you can't go see a coach to be developed, right? So say he can't travel to you. How can people either be mentored by us? Like, do we do any online options? Or is there any other coaches
This
online?
is a good segue.
Is there any coaches online that can be mentored? So
Wow,
not just
okay,
us.
so let's just break down. Brick, I think you should talk about this because you're the manager of this now. So why don't you explain about my online
Yeah, so
mentorship?
doing an online mentorship. TBD in terms of date and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, TBD.
But-
TBD decided.
Pretty much 10-week online mentorship. You got.
Wait, it's 10 or 8?
We're gonna do 10.
Okay, 10. Fair enough. You're running it, so
Yeah,
you got
we're
it.
gonna do myself, the Big Wood.
Well, it's not really me. I'm just doing subjects. You manage
Well, I'm
it.
gonna pretty much run the whole sort of thing as well.
Well,
so
I'm not running it, so you're doing it. I mean, we all know where I sit on this.
We love that then.
We love that. So, Brick, you should know about this back to front. So I can't wait to hear his answer.
Literally performing. So one call a week, and then depending on like how we go, we'll try and get in a lecture a week as well. Pretty much around all the things to do here at Woodford, Big Six conditioning.
We pretty much go. Isn't it like it's total, pretty much holistic development of you as a coach, not only theory, but some we go over a lot of theory. We go over what happens in the real world.
100%.
All the subjects are real world applied. We actually got to have a Discord. We go and ask extra questions. Correct?
Talk some shit as well. Yeah, 100%. And it's more just a space to get better as a coach and build a ton of good opportunities as well in terms of your coaching. And also, with the Cop Man says, it's just good getting around people that you might not be able to see in person, but it's good just like being able to develop your skill set, whether it be online or otherwise. Most people want to do uni, and I feel like, as we said before, tons of times, like, unless you want to work in pro sport, uni's not the be all end all. Like, do a ton of seminars online or otherwise, and just get immersed in that, because you're going to become a better coach if you just like, get better at certain things as well. So yeah, but with our online mentorship, it's been good. Good feedback as well.
Next one's in September.
Yeah, we'll try and do September. Like, I'm pretty hard on myself in terms of the online mentorship as well. Like, I feel like I can be a bit better in terms of presenting and stuff like that. And hopefully this one's the best one yet. So,
Well, you're always going to get better every one you should do. You should try and get better.
Now, what other coaches do? Because obviously he asked about us as well. But what other coaches? What other coaches do you recommend getting mentored by? If you could do something online, if you could do something different,
Fuck.
just in general. Because obviously you can get mentored by us. But is there any other coaches like what about the CPPS?
Look, personally, I'm very biased, but I think Joe DeFranco's CPPS is the best. I think it was great. I went to America. I
Can you
actually
explain
played.
a little bit about what it is?
So, certified physical preparation specialist from DeFranco and Jim Smith,
Yes.
Smitty. So, it's fantastic. I went there with Alice, and one of my good mates, and it was really good fun. And we went there exposed to it. And obviously, I'm a DeFranco fan, being on his episode 194 Industrial Strength Zone. So yeah, it was good fun. And mate, just another level application. Fantastic. Just listen. It gives you the science that you need to know as a coach in the real world. What you need to know that gives you results. At the end of the day, it's not about, in my opinion, it's about results. People come to people for results. Whatever that, doesn't matter what their goal is. body composition, performance, introduction, rehab, whatever it is, people come for results. And if you can get results and you can learn from coaches who know how to get results, they've been in the trenches, they use the science to work, not the bullshit science in journal articles that no one fucking uses, the real shit science that actually you need to know, not the bullshit you're like, oh, great article. Yeah, articles are great, like journal articles are great, but if you're not using it, what's the point? Science is great, but you should be able to apply it. Application of knowledge, Jeremy and Chris, is the most important, in my opinion, and I think yours too.
I agreed.
So yeah, CPS is fair. That's my opinion. I don't know you might be a string sport enthusiast like this young man here. I don't know the string sport guys, Brick, or the weightlifting guys. But for me, I'm a DeFranco fan. But personally, we're all athlete development here, introduction. But Brick might tell you some strength guys you might like. Might I don't know, Crozier.
Straight up. Well, yeah, Will Crozier's got it. I'll be interested in trying out. He's got a online mentorship as well. That'd be
Who's that?
one.
Who?
Will Crozier, Australia's pretty much best powerlifter.
Is he? What's he weigh?
Oh, he's under 110. He did a couple comps under 125.
Fuck. Big boy.
Big weights.
What would he squat?
400 plus. I don't know exact numbers, but
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I think Donnie's filmed a couple of times in terms of like.
What's he like? Good boy. Good guy. Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Fuck.
love that
What did he deadlift?
Yeah.
400.
And benches at least 200.
Jesus Christ.
He's a strong man, very very strong man.
Is he the strongest in Australia? You'd have to be.
I mean, in that weight class, it was him and Sebastian Oreb ages ago. They versed each other.
And who won?
Will Crozier.
Did he? Fuck, fair enough.
Yeah, like it was a famous pro raw event where he fucking lifted a ton of weight. No, it was pro raw was at the expo, one the other.
Yeah.
He like fucking bet Sebastian Oreb on last deadlift, and it was like he always bombed out the meet. Like he missed his first 2 squats, got the third one, and then just fucking went from there. And it was pretty
Shit.
Yeah, but he's a good one. I'm biased. Culture boys like do their mentorships, online stuff. Go in person to see the boys. Do a casual session there. They're fucking awesome. Great knowledge, great application. Also a lot of buy-in as well in terms of community. It's like as the cop man says, get yourself amongst a good community and just enjoy training at a certain place. That's a big thing as well. If you don't like where you're at, just fucking try and do something about it, or go somewhere where you like it.
Cotsy.
Other than that, like it's very much try and mix other places.
I'm biased, but like I know Woody would agree, but like just to even search up on YouTube like Chris Doyle stuff, like just because he just had a big influence on the collegiate system for many years, and I think even when you were at Maryland, you had to watch a couple of videos from Chris Doyle. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
We
mean?
had to watch Iowa
we had to do
stuff
the same as well when we were there. So I feel like he's simple, he's structured, but he's effective.
Simple but effective,
Yeah,
I'd say,
and I
yeah.
fucking think that's like
And
bang on.
and what I liked about his videos, not only are they simple and effective, and the best coaches can simplify the simple, can make simple things even simpler, and they can explain it to a 3-year-old. But not only was it simple, but it actually had structure and flow to it. There was
Yeah.
actually a method behind his man.
Progressions,
Correct.
structure.
Correct. Progression, regression, lateralizations, all that stuff was fantastic. So
And
could I kiss you?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
fair enough. Just thought I'd ask.
No, but
Thought
like,
I'd ask.
guys, if you
I'm a
could,
good
like, before you even have to worry about paying shit, like just
Just
search
random.
up Chris Doyle.
Do you like
Search
that?
up Chris Doyle on YouTube.
Just got to, every so often you got to throw that in. He might say yes one day. You never know. I'm a big proponent of showing love to your staff, especially Borzillo.
That's fair. I like that.
Like every so you hear Kieran going, "Leave him alone, leave him alone." I'm like, no, you go away, witch, go away.
No, we
Wait, yo.
Ken's sick.
No, we like Kes, but go away, you witch. You witch. So listen, that should answer the question. Bit of shit talk, bit of knowledge. You guys know how we do it here.
Absolutely. Now,
Next question.
Next question by Ben Melissimos
Oh,
is
for fuck's
I
sake. But he always asks.
what is the
Is there anyone else ask questions apart from him?
No, we love him.
Nah,
though.
that's good from men. We love that.
But mate, can't we get people who we don't know asking questions?
Loyal listeners of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
We love that.
What is
Yeah.
the best and worst part of your job?
Oh fuck. Jeez. Dealing with you fuckwits.
Okay, what is the best and worst part? Like legit, like
Seriously?
like simple, just like don't have to elaborate too much. Just best and worst.
Brick can start, then you
And
go,
now-
and I'll go last. I want to hear your answers.
Yeah.
Oh, the best part is just for me.
I know. I know the best part.
I do shit that I enjoy. It's just fucking awesome being a coach. I feel like it's such
Be
a
specific, you fuck.
I know. You know what? You know
the
what?
fuck?
Do you know what's something I can't stand about Brick sometimes?
too
He sits on
broad.
the fucking fence.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my job. I love all the people I work with. No shit, you dumbass. That's why you got it as a
We're
job.
not saying that you
Be
fucking hate
specific.
anything.
Correct.
We're-
Mate, you always
Hey.
do this. Don't sit on the fence.
Fuck
Say what
oath.
you like and say what you don't like.
Brick.
If you don't like me touching you, tell me.
Yeah, like hey, you don't. It doesn't mean we hate something. It just there has to be something that you prefer more
Brick, stop
of your
sitting on
job.
the fence. Tell us.
Fuck.
I What's going on? Anyways, I love the interaction with people.
Oh,
Okay.
I just don't even bother with Brick. Go, Chris.
Okay,
He's going to give you the most generic response. I love you, Brick. Chris, just
I
generic
love the
response.
membership coaching on the gym floor. I think like the group.
What are we doing?
I love the membership coaching on the gym floor, the group environment, being around people. It's just fucking awesome. It's good energy. Reminds me of America. Awesome.
Yep.
The worst part is like sometimes like you got to remember it is a business and you have to look and you have to keep searching for more clients. Which again, sales is enjoyable. Yeah, you can bring people, but I do, sometimes it can be, when it's stressful situations, you do have to focus more on bringing more people. And that can be, a bit more, not that it's not enjoyable, it's just a bit more harder of a component of the job.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that what the part that I love is getting to know people, working one-on-one with people, getting to know them. I just love getting to know their story and helping them out with their story. So I love hearing a story and helping them along their journey. I love doing that. I love that one-on-one connection. I know the group training model makes you more money, but I love getting to know someone one-on-one and helping them through a journey, helping them get to their end goal. Wherever their goal is, helping them get to there. I love working doing that. The worst part about it, in all honesty, is just business in general, just like the ups and downs of business is shit house, man. A lot of stress. A lot of fuckwits think that they can do it better than you, and they're just going to leverage off you and try and make money off you, and they don't want to work hard. They want something for nothing. I've said, not these guys. Every staff member we have right now is fantastic, but I've had issues in the past. I was very young when I started Woodford at 25. Had a lot of success quite early. Most people don't have that success, and it was really hard dealing with it. And look, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying the business is perfect, but fuck, man, I've met so many people who just want to take, but they don't understand. You're starting to understand this. It's a fucking business.
That's what I mean.
We can't just sit there and give fucking you, this guy who hasn't brought anyone into the business. What people, Chris, you said it right. I love how you said that. And this is for everyone out there. And just, you do it real well where you retain quite well. Everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses, right? And they should. Brick's strength is he retains people. He's got a good relationship with them. People like him, so they're going to stay here, right? You need people like him, right? Then you have someone like me and you who can kind of, I'm very good at networking like yourself, bringing people in, signing people. What people don't understand is it's a business. If we don't retain members or sign members, we're not going to stay open. So all those people go, I want this money. That's great. That's fantastic. Cool. What are you doing to bring in more people that you get that money? And I met people who come here and it's been like staff, and I'm not naming anyone specific because it's been a few people in my time here, like I've told you, but they're sitting and they expect money, but they've got no networks. You've got no clout in the industry. Who the fuck are you? First year out of fucking uni, and you expect all that money. But we know what I'm talking about. It's like, fuck, mate. Fuck off. It's for you, fuckhead.
The point is that there's...
But, mate, it's not against anyone. But if you're no good at your job and you cost us 4 members, what the fuck do you think? I'm being serious about this. This is not just but in general, you're no good at your job. Fuck off.
True.
Fuck off.
Good point.
But this is another thing for everyone out there. If you want a job and you want a job with someone, work hard and show them your worth. Don't just sit there after 5 minutes and keep asking for more money. Fuck, that annoys me, man. I would never ever in my career had a hand. I've been working since I was 12, literally 12. I had a car wash business, and you know this is true. I told you this. My mum told you this as well. I had a car wash business at 12 years old. I had 5 staff working for me. Swish. I worked since I was 12, mate. So don't give me that bullshit that you put your hand out. And that's not just talking about that fuckwit, but people in general. That's happened before, though. Not just about him specifically, but in general. I'm just trying to give an overall example. People want that. But there's a specific example that I'm thinking of right now, which Dirk knows, and so does Brick. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the worst part for me personally is just I have a lot of self-confidence issues.
So many people out, this is a real good discussion in life because so many people actually will not go after what they really want out of fear of either failure and other people judging them, or B, people looking at them differently. At the end of the day, man, if you don't, you got to look back at your life at 80 and wonder, fuck, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. Fuck it. Go after what you want, because the way I see it is, no one else is going to fucking do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And then the only one who can believe in yourself is you. We can help as coaches, and Brick, I can help you believe in yourself by giving you confidence. But at the end of the day, the only person who can believe in yourself is you. Yeah. And by the way, and the judging thing, but I care about people think, that's a human nature thing. And you can only get better at it with experience and getting older, and like I have. I got to 25 and stopped giving a fuck. And people might say, oh, that's bullshit, sure you care a little bit. No, not really. I don't give a fuck about people I don't know. So if someone writes something on, I'll give you an example, I got a lot of fucking hate for a post I put up about me saying, I don't give a fuck what grades you get. And I'm not going to lie, human nature, it's pretty harsh, some of the shit people were saying about me, saying, I won't bring it up what they said, but it was pretty harsh. And yeah, it did, like for that split second, it might affect me for about 5 seconds. But then I realised, they don't know me. They don't know my journey. They know nothing about me. They're just commenting. What kind of loser comments that derogatory? They weren't commenting. They weren't judging what I was saying. They weren't commenting on what I was saying. They were commenting on me as a person because they were belittling me to make themselves feel better because I've triggered something in them. So if someone says something rude about you or anything, it's got nothing to do with you as a person. It's to do with them and something within themselves that you've triggered them to bring out. So if they're writing on your post or your post, that's a reflection on me, who I am. That's a reflection on them because I've triggered something in them to reach out and they've got something they need to heal. But instead of dealing with themselves and dealing with their trigger, they're just going to project on me and belittle me because it's a lot easier to belittle someone else than it is to work on yourself. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't give a fuck. So at the start, I had to work on that, yeah, for you. I had to work on that. But even last week, I read a comment calling me a piece of shit and oxygen thief, like from nowhere. It was real rant. Like, what the fuck? And Kieran deleted it because that's what I'm not gonna put up with that shit. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still human. It does affect me for the first 5 seconds, and I realize
it's an instinctive thing. Yeah, it happens, but then
I let it go. No, I let go straight away. But I had to work on that. Like what he was saying, I had to work on it. Like he'll get there, but I had to work on that, like yourself. But we just delete that. If you're gonna write, this is serious. We're happy to always, we don't know everything, we openly say that. We're happy to get better, we're happy to hear other opinions. But if the opinion is calling us, me, him, or being derogatory to any three of us, like being openly derogatory about me, my personality, what I've done in my past, how I've had issues in the past, like that's my mental health. Like saying shit like that, I would never, ever, and I never have gone on someone else's post and written something so openly derogatory, like shit like that even Kieran was like, what the... Writing that shit. Imagine the mindset of someone doing that. Or writing something like someone, a few years ago, someone wrote something about Jeremy on my post, right? About Jeremy, right? What benefit do you get of belittling him? Like, and this is what I said to him. I inboxed him, so I didn't tell him about this, but I'll tell him now. Ages ago. It was ages ago. Yeah. But I erased it. I deleted the comment straight away. Just let you know, straight away. And I inboxed him. I said, what benefit do you get out of doing that? I actually wanted to know. And he said, oh, you know... blah, blah, blah. I won't go into the logistics of it. I said, mate, I only wish the best for you, but you need to grow up. You know, you're a grown-ass man belittling someone else on my post. I don't mind, and once again, I don't mind criticism if it's warranted and not...
if it's constructive.
But I will not take, and I will never understand the people who go on other people's posts and belittle them. And you guys might turn and go, hold on a second, Woodford's like that. Woodford's openly critical. Hold on a second. I'm critical in a respectful way. And when I do it with objective facts, or subjectively, I'll say it like it's what he's doing is a gimmick. I'll never ever attack them personally.
So that's a problem. People attack people personally. Like it's like if you're saying it's all about it's not personal. Like when we do it, it's like you're fucking up someone. Like you're not doing it correct. Like it's just fact. It's simple. It's the job. When then someone's attacking someone fucking personally because they just don't like them or they don't agree, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
it's like, what are you doing?
I don't understand that. I can't understand. But anyway, the going back to what Brick was saying, caring about other people's opinions, you're going to get to a stage in your life where you just actually stop caring. You're like, well, obviously I care about the opinions of people that I care about that know me. Even still, man, I don't give a shit about what I'll be honest with you, what my parents think about me because we talk about this conditioned response as we get older, and this is going really deep, but this is what I'm working on with my psychologist at the moment. Conditioned responses as our parents, our parents conditioned us in the way that they were brought up. We've talked about this before. I don't want to go too deep in this stuff, but I don't judge anyone on what they've been in their past because it's a conditioned response of how they've been brought up. Yeah. So I look at them and I feel sorry for them. So if someone's bullying someone else, there's obviously a reason why they're doing it, man. So it's almost like...
well, they're probably insecure in themselves.
Correct. So I just kind of... if it's derogatory, I tell people I'm going to delete the comment. I'm not going to put up with you saying shit like that I'm a piece of shit and all that. I'm not going to deal with that crap. Like I just don't even... I'm going to block and delete. What even you and I would think for. And if you write about my staff, this is in general, if you're going to write shit like that, you fuck off. I'm not... especially... anything homophobic or racist, I'm not putting up with either. Even though no one's been racist, I'm not going to put that up either. No. So I kind of just, Kieran does it. I don't have social media anymore. I've told you this. Kieran does my social. But Kieran saw it and she showed me it because she wanted to show me. I think she's learned a lesson now not to show me because I was just like, what? Like, I just don't understand it. So we just kind of delete it. So I kind of bring it back to your point is you'll get to a stage in your life where you'll just stop giving a fuck about it. And hopefully everyone out there knows as well that... as you grow up and you get older, you get more experience, you start to realise that people who belittle others, they've got issues with themselves. You should actually kind of feel sorry for them. I do actually. So I've learned a lot about that, man. That took me a long time to get though, Brick, and a lot of
rather than reacting.
Well, yeah, correct, yes, and that took me years. Just to let everyone know, that took me, and I'm still doing it, like years of counselling to deal with the condition response I was used to. But I'm still learning, man. I still go to I do my thing once a week at the moment. Brick,
Bro,
you know
some
this.
people go through life and don't even fucking.
Yeah, and this is the funny thing, Brick. Chris, sorry, Brick. This is the funny thing, Chris. I talked about this with Drew, my counsellor, my mentor, and he goes, you know what's? I said, Drew, do you know what's crazy? I'm learning about this now and having self-awareness around it. There's people who never even work on themselves, and Drew goes, that's a crazy thing, brother, is they have zero self-awareness. They think they've got it all worked out, but they've got nothing worked out, and they never worked on themselves in a day in their life because they don't want to face the truth. Yeah. With me, I face it, and it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard. Like you and I have talked about it, it's hard. Yeah. But I suggest everyone go see a counsellor or a psychologist or get a mentor like I have. Brick, I think the best thing you ever did, and I'm going to take the credit for this. I don't want to make this about me. Remember this? Me. But the best thing you ever did was go to Strength Culture, and I pushed him to go. You know this, and you should always thank me for this, and I know you do, but I pushed him to go, and look what happened. Became best friends with Didier Fasulio. No, you did.
Yeah.
Brick, you found your tribe. Even Kieran was saying it to me. Kieran's like, the best thing Brick ever did was, even Kieran gives me, even she gives me fucking props for this, even though she never gives me any props. But Kieran's like, the best thing you did was kind of force him down there because Brick was a very timid guy. And then the minute he went there, he changed. He started getting a lot more confident. You found your tribe. You know, Brick's like the king. And then I still remember the day when Jamie Boutsiotis and Charlie Anastasiou was taking the Heavies Want to Run seminar. And I remember this because I went home and told Kieran this exact moment, right? I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, oh, I'll be the sickest cunt. You know, everyone will come up to me. You know, this is my ego. So I got my ego going, Woodford, you know, all this shit. I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and every motherfucker's around Brick, and Brick's saying there's a circle around him. I'm like, Kieran, it was like a fucking weird moment in my life. They're like, am I not cool anymore? Is Brick that cool kid? And everyone was around him. And I know that cool thing's stupid, but that's how I think. I'm like, oh my God, Brick's the king. Dude, he had all these people around him and all these girls like, Jeremy. And I'm like, what about the wood? What about the wood? But what I'm trying to say, Brick, is this. You're respected and liked. So, you know, when you get down and what Crick was saying is, you don't just need to see, don't think of a counsellor you have to see because you have issues. Think of a counsellor see because you just want to talk about your just everyday life. You know, I think if you ever, friend out there, we're big on this mental health thing. If you ever want to reach out to me, I've got a little experience in it. I'm always happy to point you in the right direction. And hopefully I can help in some way. Brick, I think that if you want to talk about it with me, I'm always happy to open. I can lend a helping ear, and I'm sure Chris would as well, or Donnie Boutsiotis. But it's a big issue in society because I think Brick, you hit the nail on the head. Brick hit the nail on the head when he said, I thought masculine is you don't talk about it. That's the biggest issue. Us men don't talk about it. It's fucking bullshit. Let's talk about this. Let's make this issue not as taboo as people think. I see a psychologist. So does he. So does a lot of my mates. Who gives a fuck? We're all men. Let's all talk about this instead of fucking not talking about it and just topping ourselves. Not good enough. I don't want to do that anymore. So especially for us men, I think we need to talk about this. So this is why we talk about it. So Brick, I'm here for you. I love you. I probably will hug you later if you need it, and I'll hug you for a few. I'll hug you for so long. Kieran will go, stop touching him. Stop touching him. The witch. I'm like, stop it, you witch. You can't say witch, can you? Kez loves Brick. Loves Brick. Oh my God. Oh, Brick this, Brick this. I come home like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't get away from this.
You know what you can do is like when you speak to yourself positively, right? Like, you know, like it's so important that you believe yourself. Provide some factual evidence, like say, like objective, like some factual evidence with it as well. So say if I'm a good coach because, you know what, I go to the gym at WSC and everyone enjoys me being around me. Like I've taken Dirk shifts for the past 2 weeks and everyone's loved it. That's a factual evidence, bro. And once you start seeing the evidence behind it, you'll start believing it. Whereas if you just say, like, I'm a good coach, it's like, well, give yourself some evidence behind it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's true. Everyone's loved having you down. I fucking asked everyone.
Let's not turn this into a Brick love fest.
But you know what I mean?
But I agree what you're saying. Brick, you need to be a lot more positive on yourself because I know for a fact if we went around the room here and I said, I'm a very good coach, I'm a world elite coach, he'd say he's a very good coach. You'd say it, but you wouldn't believe in it. Am I agreeing? You'd believe in it 50%. Be honest, but I know you better than you know yourself sometimes. I know what you like. Brick, you're a good coach. And I wouldn't just say that. You're a very good coach. Brick, seriously, you are. And you know me, I hate giving credit to unless you deserve it, and you deserve the credit.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
But Brick, when I say it, I don't talk shit. If they're a shit coach, I'll tell you. And you were a shit coach when you started. But Brick, do you know what? One thing I respect about you got that work ethic in you. And do you know what's funny? Kieran and I talk about this all the time about you. I would never ever, and this is why I got so upset when you were going to leave, is because I'm like, I respect you that much. It's very hard to replace a Jeremy Borzillo. The reason why is because he's fucking like Andy. Andy Cochran is like brick. Seriously, that's why you and Andy get along so well. Andy loved you. You turn up, you have a crack, you listen, you learn, you want the best people. Seriously. Andy was like that. Brick, one day I'm probably going to slap you. Will that help? Yeah. Oi, will that help?
Sometimes it does, probably.
Yeah. All right, do you know what, Brick? That's it. I won't push you for, but you're a legend. You've done well. Next question. But you know what? I'm glad. This is a really important topic, everyone. And if you do need help, seriously, please reach out to the professionals. Because for me, by the way, just quickly, you can get a and I got it. I know you got it because I told you. Mental health plan at the doctor. Mm-hmm. They used to give 20 sessions. They still give 20 sessions?
No, 10 a year.
No, but I get 20 because I just say I'm really dead in the head. Seriously. I say I'm fucked in the head. Dude, you can. And they gave me 20. So I got 20. But I see, I work with an individual guy now, Drew. I'm going to give him a shout out, actually. Drew Wild, legend. Thank you so much for your help, brother. Really helped me with all my mental health and my addiction struggles. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And also, the boys should be thanking you because without me in this business, we're all fucked. As Kieran said, you've got fucking 7 people relying on you and you're acting like a piece of shit. God, I love her.
Quote that.
No, she actually said, she used to always go, you got people relying on you and you're just a piece of shit. She goes, I can't keep relying on you. And I still remember going, well, do I go back to rehab or do I fucking, what she does? She goes, I want you to see this guy, but only if you want to. And I looked into him. He's great. I've been working with him for a while now. He's awesome. I've been so much better. I'm loving life again, so it's really good. But also, it's a process. You and I talked about process.
Yeah, it's
so I'm loving it. And also, you know what's helped me? I'll be serious. Push, pull, run probably saved my life. Seriously, it's crazy to say that. Kieran was going to message Jamie and say, you saved his life, thank you. No, she not saved your life, but it gave me purpose again. I need to compete. I'm competitive. As you can see with Charlie. And it's really... I actually love competing like you, and we're competitive, all of us. So I think I've loved it. I'm doing it again every year. Every year they do it, I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to train the whole year. Actually, Jace Stumpus and Cam, I've got to catch up with Cam Brown. Obviously, I love you, Cam, but Jace Stumpus was already, he's like, would you, Greg, I think it was Greg or Jace messaged me. Yeah. One of the boys like, would you train year round for it? Yeah, so I'll probably train at their gym. I might, because I told you I'm going to go to their gym. When does it open?
August, I think, or
September, maybe.
September.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they going to do an opening night or something, or opening day, or?
Yeah, they probably would. Yeah.
I'm going to go down. I'll check it out. It's brilliant. They're great. So I can't wait to train, and I'll get Dirk to program, and I might train there. We'll see what happens. But it's good to get away from you. Same train all the time. Do you have another question, or?
Brick?
Let me see.
Well, that got deep, didn't it? That's really good, actually.
That's really good.
That was actually really good, like actually being serious for once.
No, but it was good. Like, it gave people like a really
No,
good
I
insight.
love it, man. I love it. It's great. Brick, give us the next question.
A lot of my mates just talking shit. So
all right,
we'll see if I can find... what's
Brick, normally you should be ready for this.
Yeah, Brick, I literally just Hey, Donnie, I fucking said, did I not say get the fucking questions ready before it? It's like I'm fucking not respected by a Brick.
Got our boy Alexander Delaportas, friend of the show. 3-point performance, 3-point training.
Wait, who's this?
Alexander Delaportas.
Give him a shout out. He's a
fucking great man.
Let me have a look. Who is it? What's his name?
Alexander, yeah.
Let me do it. Alexander Delpup.
Can I have a look?
Delaportas. Great man, Greek man.
Hi.
Starts out free PT.
Alexander Delaportas. Delaportas?
It's Delaportas, yeah.
Well, sorry, I don't know how to read.
He's going to come down here, so we got to try and get
Oh, wait, is that Matt Hansen's brother?
Yeah. No. It's Matt Hansen's brother's employee and all the stuff there.
Okay, read it out. Your friend? Your friend, you read it out.
Yeah, all the boys.
Last question for us, Woodford. We're at 44 minutes. Come on, let's go. I have all day for you. Got to go train.
So for context, he started playing footy again. He's played his first match of footy.
Who for? Do you know?
Hampton Rovers.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's against Ormond, C grade.
Oh,
Oh, my God, you're there.
hey, actually, fuck, I didn't even think of this. So, if you were going to play footy for Ormond Firds,
Yeah.
it could have been you versus the Hampton, who was like, it was like Daly, a couple other boys like James Young. I don't know if you know those guys.
I don't know any of those guys.
But Mick Russell might have been playing against for Hampton. Sorry, so you might.
Why would Mick Russell play at Hampton? Doesn't he live in fucking the
but they're all trying to
Brick, if you play for Hampton, I'll play Ormond.
I'd suss that, but I'll see how we go. But he went anyway. So hi Jez, any tips from going from powerlifting to AFL superstar in 1 week? In brackets, but he needs to hold up till September. So how do we get him like? And he'll froth that we've shouted out. Jim and friends, they'll love that. But how do we get him from powerlifter, really fucking great lifter?
What's his numbers?
So I don't know exact numbers. So we'll say bench. Let's say 105, I think. I'll be guessing on this. Like squat, like 170, 180.
Not bad.
And then deads, I think 220.
220, not bad.
Yeah. But he's competing weight class less. I think he's in the 67.5s.
60 what?
67.5.
That's
67?
It might be a little bit. Yeah,
That's
I've actually
fuck.
started
Fuck,
to
good
think
on him,
about it.
man. Fucking strong.
But he's great. He's a great powerlifting coach, and yeah. Anyway, so
What about the wood?
how we need to get him down here as well. But how would you get
All right,
him?
Brick, you've said get him down a few times, Brick. We all know we want him down.
My friends, powerlifting specificity into athletic development. How would we go about it?
Dirk, off you go. I would literally, first thing I'd say to him is, cut that powerlifting shit out if you want to play football. Because it's only going to get you, because he's at a stage where he's so strong relative to his body weight. It's just, if you keep doing that, it's just going to make you producing force at prolonged periods of time slower. That's not to say having a strength base is bad. You need a strength base, a general strength base, but that's going above and beyond. That's very specialized strength. And if you think about it, once you get past 1.75, 2 times body weight squat dead, if you focus on getting strong on those lifts, it's actually going to make you slower in terms of velocity, specificity, because you're at that level where strength no longer transfers to power and speed potential, in my opinion. But that's just if anyone knows what they're doing.
I'd fucking hit him on like unilateral work. Like he's obviously deadlifting as well. Like if you want, like do some heavy step ups. Like if you want to keep strength training in there, at least load it up unilateral. Like the bulk. Like when we had Chris.
Oh, Chris
sprinter.
Fire, yes, what a legend!
Yeah,
Fuck,
actually,
doing
I-
Bulgarians of 150 kilos with 3-second
He
negative.
went to Newton, Chris Vi.
What?
He went to school I went to.
Oh wow! Congrats, Jeremy. He went to a private school like you. Okay.
Good, but yeah.
Well,
wait,
everyone. Brick went to a private school. Well, he's so much better than everyone. Dirk went to a private school too.
for a little bit.
For a little bit. It wasn't for a long time.
Dirk, he did.
Public
For a little bit.
Baby, when Brick's gone.
Bro, I'd hit fucking unilateral strength work, like your step ups, your Bulgarians.
So would you take out the bilateral because he's plateaued on it?
Yeah, I would take it the bilateral, or if I would do it, I'd hit a DE effort.
Yeah,
I was going to say take a DE and hit like a split stance, a single leg movement where you can get your true specificity in terms of transference.
Even like a split squat off pins, like full concentric, just power.
Yeah,
just
I love
push.
that shit. Love
Do you
that
know what I mean?
shit.
Like I'd just be, all I would look at is how can we transfer this strength into power?
Yeah, I would start doing more dynamic stuff. I'd start doing more ballistics like
Plyos,
jumps, throws, sprints, but then doing it where you slowly build up load and slowly expose the tendons and the tissues to the stress of it. So you'd start short to long with the speed work. So short to long means acceleration, top end speed. You build up the tissue tolerance. And then for conditioning, I'll go long to short. Start with long aerobic runs, more zone 2, 160 beats per minute or less for zone 2 work. And then you build up the intensity from there where you get to lactate work.
Low amplitude
Low
plies.
amplitude plies, the foot ankle
Pogos.
complex, pogos, love that shit. I'd also strict the foot ankle complex, like do a lot of bent leg calf raise, straight leg calf raise. I would hit a lot of posterior chain work, lots of RDLs, proximal and distal.
Loves that. Like he slams all that.
Straight leg,
Sweet.
straight leg
bridge,
bridge,
straight leg
hamstring
bridge, stuff like
slides,
that, hamstring
Nordics.
stuff. Mate, there is nothing more that I love. I'm being serious right now. I am obsessed these days. I know everyone I'm starting to like Nordics a lot more because I'm programming a lot better. I'm starting at real like 2 sets of 2, start low where they get the intensity. But they're more distal loading.
Yeah.
But I'm really into glute bridge sliders. Do you know why? Think about how functional they are. Hips stay in extension, glutes stay activated while the knees extend and flex if you can do that. See, it's more functional if you think about it in terms of neurologically compared to when the body works and links and chains not in isolation. The Nordic's just a straight leg. It's knee extension, really.
Yeah.
It's eccentrically loading the hamstrings in isolation, but then bring it together as a functional movement.
It
But
just brings more intensity. That's
correct,
it.
the intensity, correct. But if you want more functionality, anything is stability ball, leg curl, bridge, what are they called? Sliders, bridge sliders.
I love it.
What do we call it? Bridge sliders?
You can go to a glute bridge slider.
Glute bridge slider, that's it. Yeah.
You can
glute
like
bridge
a
slider.
glute bridge slider, like double leg, like out and in.
Double
like,
leg, half, single leg.
Yeah.
Daddy likes.
Like when an athlete can fucking eccentrically go out and then bring it back in, like that's fucking quality.
No. If you can do that while keeping your hips in extension, goddamn, that's actually. Do you know who had sick hamstring strength when he came down? Shout out, Cam Zera from North Melbourne.
Yeah.
Dude, freaky. He was like 550 newtons on the Nord board. Ridiculous. Oi, hamstrings are the gods. Oi, how's Carlton going, prick? Da 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 da
I love
da.
pictures with this fucking club as well.
Hey,
It's
in
just-
summary, low amplitude
Yeah,
pliers,
summary,
steady
summary.
state work, sub 160 heart rate, unilateral strength work, DE bilateral work.
To teach the nervous system to recruit, not only produce force, but produce force rapidly. Everything's about rate of force development at the moment because you've got a strength base.
100%.
How quickly can I talk without taking a breath?
That's fucking
Okay,
quality,
beautiful.
exactly
And
right.
also including jumps, and over
Correct.
time,
Like,
building up
dude,
to loaded jumps, sprints, throws.
Yeah, he's starting to do that again. Like, I think genuinely, like, it was obviously having a laugh with that one.
And hit the foot ankle fucking complex hard because
Hard.
if he's got a lot of body weight on him, or if he's got
No, he's light.
He's light. But I mean, if he's fucking strong through other areas though, if he's producing a lot of force through the hips and the knees, his foot ankle's gonna have to tolerate that too.
That's ending on it. Now we're going to end the podcast, the
appreciate
episode
that.
11,
Thank
with the
you, boys.
Carlton Football Club song. Just hold on a second. We're going to wrap this up. Let's just hear it. Here we go. For Brick, because he's never going to hear it again this year, probably. Here we go. We're going to sing this. We're going to sing this. Here we go. Everyone, here we go. Come on, Brick, sing with me. We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dog Navy Blues. Sing it, Brick. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team That's the fourth one.
Oh, mate.
All right, there, I just want to add it. Do you want to end it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you
Guys,
very
what a
much.
great fucking episode. Episode 11 done. If you love it, as per usual, Woodford SSC on Instagram, YouTube, Christian Woodford, Ask Woodford on Spotify. It's getting a little bit heated right now. Be good. Can't wait to see you next time. Again, like, follow, comment, send your fucking questions. Talk soon.